Hello and welcome to the Myla Madz with Dad podcast. I'm Steven, also known as Dad. I'll be guiding you through the segments as we dive into our family events and the world news. Our headlines for today involve WBIR. What?
Shut up.
Rule number 3 on the podcast. If you say something mean, you have to say it in your British accent.
My bad. Shut up. Shut up.
Is that your British accent?
Yes.
All right, yeah, so we went to WBIR. We were on the news. Maddie was the mini meteorologist, so I got to hang out with Abby Ham and Heather Wallaga and Rebecca Sweet. So that was my inner news anchor.
You couldn't tell he was more excited than I was.
I was pretty pumped about it.
He was.
You were talking for like 45 minutes.
Look, it's not every day you get to go hang out with the news anchors and the weather girl. It was great. Maddie, you did an awesome job. Should we put like some little things up here?
No.
Maddie, you got to be on TV. You were hanging out with Rebecca Sweet. You were at the podium with the news thing. It was awesome. What was your favorite part?
Like being on the news thing and reading it off, but yeah, it was good.
Are you talking about like the podium where you sat with like Heather and Abby and Rebecca?
No, like, you know where like it had like the little screen thing?
Oh, over in the news or the weather section.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super cool. And a matter of fact, Rebecca Sweet even mentioned the podcast on there.
Yeah, she did. She followed it too.
Yes, that's super cool. Hopefully they're listening to this one. Give us a shout out. We'll give them a shout out because it was super cool. It was a cool experience. I enjoyed it. Terry, did you have fun?
Yeah, I thought it was great. Super early in the morning, but it was great.
I think that's just part of being on the news. Everybody's got to get up and get there early.
Yeah.
Myla, you okay? You didn't make it that day. You were a little sick and all that good stuff.
I just didn't want to get up. Oh yeah, no, my throat hurt, didn't it?
Yeah, you were coughing. You sounded terrible. Otherwise, I'd have made you go because I know you hated to miss it.
Yeah. What?
So you watched her on the news. You watched her do the weather. What'd you think?
It was cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't there though, so I didn't really know what
All right. So you watched parts of it. What did you think would be cool? Like doing the news or the weather?
I don't know. I thought they were all together. No. Whether you read a script, the news, you read a script, whether you just make it up off your mind.
So the news people, they read an actual teleprompt, but the weather, they just kind of wing it. I think they just make up their own words and follow the weather that's on the TV, but it looked super cool.
Yep. It was really neat.
Terry, you watched it. What'd you think? Would you go with news or weather?
Oh, I would go with news all day long.
All right. Give us a headline. Give us a headline.
What are you talking about? I don't
like
have one.
Hello and welcome. I'm Steven. Like something like that.
I don't have the voice to be on the news.
You do have a voice. That's all you got to have is a voice. Give it to us.
Like, they had a certain
I don't
voice. They
have
were like,
a TV voice.
They were like,
I guess.
they're like, it's Heather. Welcome on. What's it called?
Hold on, Madz. Give us your favorite news voice. Like
No.
Rebecca, I think she was just the same all the time. But like the news people, when they turned it on, they really turned it on.
Yes, they would be in mid-conversation and then there they were.
This is Heather. No, I don't like that.
No, you'd be Maddie. You'd be like,
No.
This is Maddie, and I'm bringing the world news to you.
Hold up. This is Maddie, and this is how this 13-year-old boy died.
I think that was the news. The news when we were there, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Well, it was a 13-year-old girl, but all right, go again, Madz. Like, this is Madison, bringing the news to you.
This is Madison, bringing the news to you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wait. I didn't even... Okay, I was going to get you to say, because you said the coolest part of the whole thing was, and back to you.
Yes.
And back to you.
All right, here we go. Better room temperature or cold? And this is going to be condiments and other things, okay? Pickles.
Cold.
Cold.
Cold?
Yeah.
Hands down,
Yes.
cold's all the way
You're
across?
weird if you have it room temperature.
Yeah, so I buy the cold pickles because I like them cold. I don't like room temperature pickles. All right, what about ketchup?
Cold. Cold.
Cold?
Well, room temperature either. It doesn't really matter.
Ketchup's funny. I like my ketchup room temperature because all the restaurants have it room temperature. But I don't mind it cold.
Ketchup.
But if you're eating like hot fries and you're dipping it in cold ketchup, it's just weird.
Hot fries?
Well, no. Like,
Fries that are hot.
yeah,
I was going to say,
thank you, Maya.
say hot fries.
No, fries that are hot. All right, here we go. Mustard.
Cold.
Cold or warm. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, it doesn't really matter with that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
barbecue.
So when I grew up, everyone thought that you had to put those things in the fridge, but like ketchup and mustard, you don't have to. but they do expire faster if you don't put them in the fridge.
They expire.
Yeah, they expire. You know, water expires.
Does it?
Yes, it does. You have a water bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, check on your water bottle because they have an expiration date. I actually called Aquafina's number on it one time to ask why water has an expiration date. And they said that everything has to have an expiration date, but the water really doesn't go bad.
Why would you
Oh,
call?
so they can sell it?
Why would I call?
Yes. Why?
Because I had Aquafina one time and it was early 2005.
Oh, so you're old.
No, I was like,
old call.
I was 22.
Okay.
You know what it may have been? It was early 2005. I was 20 and I saw the expiration date and I saw the number and I'm like, I got to find out why there's an expiration date on water. Water doesn't go bad. Barbecue sauce.
Cold. Cold.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Either.
It depends on barbecue sauce. Depends.
Yeah, I like my barbecue sauce room temperature. Like Zaxby's and all that stuff tastes much better when
If
it's
it's
room
like in one of those packets, like McDonald's, like that room temperature, but like the stuff we can't, like the brand we buy from the store, cold.
Yeah, when we usually buy Kinders, this is what we've been getting lately. All right, so what about water? Room temperature or cold?
Cold. I cannot drink room temperature water without feeling I'm making throw up it.
Super cold. Yeah.
Well, you know, room temperature water is better for you. Your body uses it faster. It
Well, I want to
helps
puke
with
after I do it. After I use
dehydration.
it.
You rehydrate faster. What, Madz?
It makes me like want to puke after I drink it.
All right, peanut butter.
Cold. No. Room temperature.
I don't like peanut butter, so
I don't either.
I've never seen it in the refrigerator.
So I hadn't either, but I saw on the news the other day that it said it wasn't the news. It was on maybe Google. I was Googling it. But it said if you put peanut butter in the fridge, it lasts longer. It doesn't really affect the taste of it. It's really weird.
Too much free time. Way too much. Googling if peanut butter's room temperature cold.
All right, here we go. This is a goofy one. You guys are going to think it's funny. What about bread?
Room temperature. No one ever puts bread in the fridge.
Yeah, I've never.
People put
Sits on the
bread in
counter.
fridge.
No. So bread actually lasts longer in the fridge, but it tastes stale 6 times faster in the fridge. It just doesn't mold and stuff as fast.
Yep. Nope.
Ew.
Counter.
Yeah, no. Counter.
Myla, you mentioned the other day about your science class, like how the body heals. Like, what was the process of that? What are you looking at?
She's like, I didn't listen.
I just write down what's on the board.
All right, so how does the body heal? You teased
We
me
aren't
the
done
other
yet.
day, and you said, I'm learning about how the body heals in science class.
Well,
And I said, Myla, that's super cool. You got to learn all about that and bring it to the podcast because I don't know how it works.
I think I don't either. We haven't figured it out yet. Dad, I think what she meant is that she didn't actually listen. She just... No, I answer questions. I know what I'm learning about. Heard it. No, I know what I'm learning about. There's just a lot of things.
All right, hold on. So you talked about this on Tuesday, and it's Friday. You still haven't figured out what the heck's happening?
We've been doing this for like 2 or 3 weeks. No, because we're learning about if a bunch of different things. Like, muscles have cells, the bones have cells. If everything has cells, basically, that's what we've been doing this week.
All right, so if your body gets injured, does it send white blood cells to fix it?
No, the white blood cells help fight off bacteria and viruses.
All right, and red blood cells carry oxygen.
Yeah.
So what fixes your skin?
Not those. What do you mean what fixes the skin?
Well, if you get injured, like you have a cut, how does your body fix that? I thought that's what you were learning.
We haven't finished it yet.
Okay, so what have you learned?
A lot.
That there's cells and things.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you covered white blood cells, red blood cells, and that cells are in everything. What else do we know?
I don't know what's in my notebook. I don't.
Dude, do you absorb? How do you have straight A's? Do you absorb anything?
Normally. I mean,
Come on, tell me something else about this injury. How did your body fix it?
well, that's not just all that happened. Your body just doesn't fix it. There's processes. Like we've been learning
what is
about
it?
like blood vessels and nerves too. It's not just healing. Healing's just the overall thing.
But it is white blood cells that helps heal, right?
No, white blood cells help fight off diseases and viruses. I don't know where y'all are getting that.
Right, no. White blood cells, they fight off infection and diseases and viruses.
Yeah.
Yes.
But do they not help in the aid and recovery of the skin when it gets injured?
Yeah. Red and white blood cells do.
How the red? They just carry oxygen.
Yeah. That's what
Well,
we're trying
you
to
gotta
figure
have
out, Dad.
oxygen to heal.
So hold on, so you really don't understand it yet.
No, I understand it. Like, I can answer all the questions that he asked, but I just,
She doesn't understand that process. They've not gotten that far.
So is there
That
anything that
would
you
be
would
the
like to
correct
share on the
answer to that.
podcast that we can learn new today?
did you know that you never move your bones? Your bones, your bones never move. Are you sure about that? Yeah, your bones, you never move your bones. What if you break them?
Hold on, like you mean like because I'm moving my bone now? Like it's
No, your bones never move. Your muscle moves your bone.
hold
You
on.
don't move. You've never
wait.
moved your bones.
Wait, hold up. But you could though. If it's like
No, you can't move your bones.
if it's sticking up out of your leg,
Okay, well,
You're talking about a compound fracture.
then you can. No, if
That's
it's like if it's like you broke it somehow and it's sticking up.
All right, but you're talking about like if everything's healthy, your bones never move.
No, your bones never move. Your muscles, the tendon connects the muscles and the bones together, and the muscle moves the bone.
Now we're learning something. Where's this
I don't
been?
get it. What do you mean the muscle moves the bone, but we don't move the bone?
The muscle does that.
So inside your body, you have no control over your bones, right? You have control of your muscles and tendons that move your bone, but you don't move your bones, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
What?
What about your fingers? Are they still all the bones in there?
Yeah, you have muscles. Like you have, like, hold on.
Well, I mean, it's not a straight bone. It's like connected weird.
So we not dissected, but like we looked at a chicken wing, okay? And
I ate 30 of those today, by the way.
that's terrible.
Oh my god.
Anyways, so we were looking at it, okay? And he like took a hammer and he like broke the bone like in half, okay?
Yeah.
And we were gonna see if like the muscle could still move the bone even if it was broken. And like we just pressed on the muscle and the bone like moved. Like it still moves. So
Ew.
yeah. How's that gross? That's how you work. Your muscle moves your bone.
So I didn't break a bone.
Yeah, I know.
Myla, you've never broke a bone either, have you?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
She
Myla
fractured
has.
her
She broke her foot and everything, didn't she?
Fractured it.
You ever realized how white your bones are? Or at least a chicken bone, at least. Like it is like shining.
Like my foot white or whiter?
So you had like a real chicken
Chicken wing.
wing.
Like it was a real chicken wing.
I'm thinking of like
Like, did you go to like Food City and buy it? Or are you talking about like,
He did.
but it was just like the meat and the,
Yeah. Like it
it
had,
didn't still have hair on it and stuff.
I mean a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Oh, ew.
Like every like some spots did. Not a lot of it. I was
You
like
had
barely
bald
in terms of
spots, basically.
so I'm just thinking of chicken wing, like fried chicken wing.
Yeah, I was over here saying I ate
Mom,
30 of
are
them
you
today. Like, I didn't
hungry?
eat the ones with hair on it. Mine were cooked.
it. Yeah, no, they
Mom,
weren't.
are you hungry right now? Are you hungry right now?
A little bit. So
Wow.
like a fresh chicken wing out of the store.
Yep.
I get it.
Mom, you're making yourself more hungry.
It was so slimy. It was disgusting.
All right, Myla, the Soulja Boy. You had the Halloween dance last week. Dressed up as Soulja Boy with your friend Tora. I took you, dropped you off, and you got pretty mad at me.
I did.
You don't remember?
Oh yeah, we were stopped in a parking lot. And he starts blaring the Soulja Boy song like as the windows were down.
You were dressed up as Soulja Boy. When you got out of the car, I cranked up the Soulja Boy song.
We're in a parking lot.
Right. That's
Did
the coolest
everybody
part.
start dancing?
No, there's like a bunch, like there's like people, but they didn't hear him. Like I heard it and I was embarrassed, but I don't think anyone else did. A couple people did, but not a lot.
Why would you be embarrassed?
It was loud,
I was
like
cranking
loud.
Soulja Boy.
That's what we're supposed to do.
You
got out.
like listen to music loud?
Yeah, I do. Not in front of 50 billion people. 50 billion. I thought no one heard it. No one did, and some people did that were in there.
Okay, do you guys know who JD Vance is?
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit.
All right, cool. So he's going to be, well, if Trump wins, he would be the vice president. So he said in an interview, I think it was with Theo Vaughn, it was a really good interview. And he said, someone with a bachelor's degree lives 7 years longer in this country. So the smarter you are and the more education you have, the longer you live. Does that make sense to you?
I guess so because, like, I mean, you're smarter, you make better decisions than other people. Like, I guess so.
Well, that's a weird take on it. I never thought about that, but I guess that does make sense, Madz.
Smarter choices, longer live.
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
See, I got the brains. I should live 7 years longer. Totally.
All right.
Oh
So-
my.
If you don't have a bachelor's degree, does that mean you live?
Oh, bachelor's degree.
Yeah, it's a 4-year college education. 4 years college education. So I'm wondering if is there science behind it, or is that just his opinion?
It maybe just be a little bit of his opinion. Maybe he's done research.
I don't know. He sounded pretty confident when he said it, but either way, so go to college and you'll live 7 years longer.
I don't want to go to college.
What?
Whoa!
Hold on.
I want to go to college. It's not like
All right, Terry, I'm going to ask you. All right, you go on a date. Who pays?
The man.
other person.
Whoever asked you to go on the date?
The man.
Hold on, Maya. Who'd you say?
The man.
Is that a question? If you're going to invite me on a date, no, we're not splitting it 50-50.
All right, but what if you guys just decide to go on a date? Who pays?
The man.
But like, if we're
Yo.
just going like just like a pit stop or something, I'll pay for myself.
Hold on, you talking about like a quick stop at McDonald's or something? What do you
like,
mean?
if we just go sit down and eat, like real quick, like not
It was
like we do
still
at
pay.
McDonald's or something. Like we go in there, we sit down, we eat, and we leave.
All right, so let's just imagine a dude comes to you guys, one individually, different dudes, say, hey, let's go on a double date. You guys go on a double date. All right, you guys are going to Calhoun's, and you guys
We
order.
aren't going to Calhoun's on a date.
Why not? You don't like Calhoun's?
I don't even. Yeah, I don't
He's
like.
giving you a for instance.
I don't like Calhoun's.
You
Okay.
don't like
Not
you're weird.
necessarily that's where you're going.
All right, give me a restaurant. We'll set up the scenario.
No.
He was gonna say McDonald's.
What's that one? Ruth's Chris. We'll say Ruth's Chris.
Okay. All right. You're going to Ruth's Chris. All right. So you guys get down there. The check comes. Or no, I'm sorry. They come to the table. They say, how are we doing checks?
They're
You-
paying.
Do you,
No, the men are splitting it 50-50. It's a double date. They split it.
okay. Ma, what do you
It would
think?
not be a four-way.
That's a older me problem. I don't know.
All right. So here's your two options. Everyone gets individual tickets, or the dudes are getting tickets. So, or
Dudes
hold
are
on.
getting tickets.
Okay. Here's your question. So do you speak up, or do you just wait on him to speak up?
Oh,
Wait
I'm
on
waiting on him to
them
say.
to
I'm not
speak up.
saying anything.
I'm not being like, oh, it's them.
I'll be like,
It's them over there.
Yeah.
talk. Tell them what we're doing.
So I used to know people all the time, like right before the check come, they'd have to go to the bathroom, or they'd go do something. And women used to do that a lot too. Or they'd just sit there and like, because they didn't ask. They used to not ask, how are we doing checks? They used to send just one check out, right?
Yep.
That was more common because it was harder to separate checks back then. It wasn't as convenient as it is now.
I guess. I say if you get invited, whoever invites you pays.
What do
But
they
it's
all
like a
make
mutual decision. though.
Unless it's like a group of girls that go hang out and then you're like, it's everybody for themselves.
See, I got a hot take on this, though. That may be unpopular. I think no matter where you're at in life, you pay for your own. You don't have any obligation to that dude. Whenever you want to end the
No,
relationship,
you're saving money.
yeah, but he also like owns a piece of you. Like, oh, well, you owe me because I took you out to dinner. No, bro, she don't
No.
owe you anything. She paid for her own dinner. I'll buy her dinner. I'll give you money so you don't have to let someone buy you dinner.
If you give me money, I'll pay for myself.
Yeah, I'll pay for it every time.
Nah. I'm just saying
Maddie
no.
just doesn't care to tell someone.
Like, you're gonna check, right?
You got it? It's on you? You got it?
Maddie's gonna start asking, like,
hey,
hey, you want to go to
I think I
dinner?
forgot-
Who's paying?
I think I forgot my wallet at home. Oopsies.
Oh, that's too funny.
I had to go with my friend to the mall. I think I lost it there.
All right. Hey, do you guys ever watch football? Do you guys know who Aaron Rodgers is?
Nope.
No.
He's a football player.
Is
I
he a
know.
wide receiver?
He's the one that they were talking about on TV, right?
Yeah, they were talking
Quarterback.
about him on TV, but here's the reason they were talking about him. But he's a pretty popular guy. But he got caught eating his boogers on the sideline. So look, let me show you the move he did. And I'll play the video right here. He went like this, then he went like this, then he went like this. What do you think? Is that a booger eat? Was there a booger eat in there?
Well, I mean, if you go to your nose to your mouth, you're making it pretty obvious.
He said he wasn't eating boogers. It was just a coincidence that he was doing this number. But he went from nose to mouth to one of these numbers. It happened. I'll show you the video. The video is going to be here, but I'll show you guys in a minute. But he ate his boogers. But now he's saying he doesn't.
That's
Well, I
Weird.
mean,
Liar,
I would
liar.
say that I didn't either.
All right. But if you see a kid in class doing this number,
I did today.
seen
It was
a kid.
nasty.
Do that so many times.
what did they think they were being sly? Like no one knew?
No, they went to this one kid in 2nd grade. He went to the sink and he went. And then
He was at the sink and did that?
Yeah, and then the teacher went, "Hey, don't eat your boogers." And then the whole class laughed, and he was like, "He just looks so
So much for a
ashamed."
teacher not calling a kid out. How about bullying?
Good
They're
lord.
my boogers. I'll
What
eat them if I
grade
want
were you
to.
in?
Second, it was an
Oh.
assistant teacher.
2nd grade. Little
Yeah.
boys sometimes.
But they're his
Do that.
boogers. If he wants to eat them, he can. It's just let the kids make fun of him. The teacher can't.
You're like, "Stop."
I don't
Boogers
know. I
away.
think I would tell a kid, stop eating your boogers. That's
But
gross.
she yelled it across the whole classroom. Because the thing is like so far away from her desk. I don't know how she caught it.
He probably never ate another booger
Yeah, no.
after that.
After that, he was like, I'm not doing that again.
Actually, no, I saw him last year do it.
He's still eating boogers?
Ew.
Last year, I don't know about
He's
this
committed, though. Didn't
year.
learn a
This
thing.
year, I have not seen him do it.
Oh my.
All right. So speaking of getting caught eating your boogers and stuff like that, what if I told you guys embarrassment isn't real?
Yes, it is.
I'm pretty sure I've got embarrassed.
All right. So when you got embarrassed, what embarrassed you? Like your own thoughts, right?
I tripped on a log today, and then everyone saw it and started laughing.
Right. So they laughed. They thought it was funny. Embarrassment was
That's
created
different.
by you and put in your own head by you. So it's not something someone else can give you. It's all something that you take in and create yourself, right?
It's still embarrassment.
The only way you can
Embarrassment is real.
avoid embarrassment is if you laugh at yourself. Like if you, how do you
Yeah.
say that? If you don't embarrass yourself, I guess. I don't know how to say that.
Right. If you don't let yourself be embarrassed, you choose not to embarrass yourself by turning it into something you laugh at, right?
Yeah.
So your own mind creates embarrassment or it hides embarrassment or it doesn't exist. So you are your own enemy when it comes to embarrassing things.
Yeah, you just laugh at yourself and go on.
That's what I think. Like if you trip over like a piece of concrete, you just turn around and look at that concrete like, where'd you come from?
Oh, that's something to do.
You.
Like you just like you trip over a log, but who put the log there? It's not mine. No, I'm just kidding. Just
in
laugh
the-
at yourself and move on. That's exactly what you're
in
supposed
the
to do.
ground, though. Like,
It was in the ground.
Did you get
Is it one of those
embarrassed?
steps?
yes, I got embarrassed.
Did you cry?
No. I'm not a crybaby.
Okay.
She wanted to, probably.
No, because I didn't know many people. It was just like a small group. But still.
All right. So you think it's easier to get embarrassed by people you know or people you don't know?
You know.
People you know, because you know that they'll laugh at you.
And you'll know that they can bring it up again. Like, random people.
But if
yeah.
they know you, why would you be embarrassed?
Because they can
'Cause
talk
know
about
me.
it.
See, I think it's different. I think it's people you don't know because the people you know, they have many other references about you.
Oh, but if you don't know them, it's that's their first impression on you. Oh, that's the girl that tripped over a log.
Tell the story about that kid that was trying to show off the other day.
Oh, oh, that was so funny. Okay, so I was on my way to the bathroom, and there's this kid, and he's walking like in front of me, and he turns back and he sees me, and he keeps walking, and then he tries to like jump off the stairs, and there's only like 5 steps, so I don't know why he would even. I don't even know. So he tries to jump off of it, and he slips and he falls, and he turns around, looks at me, he goes, "That was not supposed to go that way." I was like, "What?" He was like, "I was trying to impress you, but it didn't work." I was like, "Oh, okay."
No, it didn't work.
I was like, "No, it didn't work." He was
Then
like,
you saw that kid later, right?
"Yeah, I had gym class with him, and he was like, telling his friends, he was like, "That's that girl I was trying to impress." I was like, "It didn't work." So funny.
This has been great. And with this, our podcast comes to an end. But first, back to you, Myla and Madz.
Let's not end it that way ever.